Hello. Do you wonder what your dreams of the night mean? And where do they come from? My name is Tayria Ward, and I am here to help you unlock the mystery of your dreams. In this course, I'm going to be talking with you about your dreams, the dreams of the night, the dreaming aspect of our beings, and the dream time as a dimension of the reality we all inhabit. This episode is the introduction to this eye-opening course. I believe that dreams are our original universal language. Did you know that absolutely everything dreams? Babies dream, animals dream, plants, trees, the earth are all dreaming. Every scripture and mythology of the world tells a multitude of stories regarding the importance given by the people to the messages and guidance received in their dreams. Throughout history, personal and collective lives have been firmly directed by the information given in dreams. For those familiar with the Judeo-Christian Bible, you probably remember the story of Jacob's ladder. His dream of the angels ascending and descending that ladder has been pored over and interpreted and referred to in theology, art, and literature for millennia. In the New Testament, you might recall that it was a dream that told Joseph to take Mary as his wife, even after the discovery that she was with child. In a dream, Joseph was told to name the child Jesus. A dream directed Joseph to take his family to Egypt in order to protect them from Herod's wrath. Buddha received 5 dreams that told him that he would attain enlightenment. His mother learned of her son's destiny in a dream while she was pregnant with him. And for Muhammad, his first revelations and the beginnings of the Quran came to him in dreams. And did you know that Albert Einstein discovered the theory of relativity in a dream? Paul McCartney received the globally beloved song Let It Be in a dream. And John Lennon got the idea to name their band the Beatles in a dream. There is a marvelous story about a very young boy named Guyland Leday, who at 10 years old became a world-class accordion player, never having taken a lesson from a living teacher. He learned the instrument from his deceased grandfather in his dreams. There are endless such stories about dreams. Start listening for them. You'll encounter them everywhere. I have been writing down and listening to my own dreams consistently for over 45 years. This has been one constant for me in the vastly changing landscape of my life. Never have I lost interest or commitment to capturing, recording, and following the wisdom of my dreams. I'll tell you some of my story about my journey with dreaming. As a child, I remember having a vivid and active dream life. And I also remember noticing that no one ever talked about their dreams. Not in my family, not among my friends, not in school. So I didn't either. In retrospect, I think of this as a tragic loss in our culture. As a young girl, my family was blessed to have as a dear friend the great scientist, philosopher, inventor, teacher, and writer Buckminster Fuller. I spent lots and lots of days and hours in his presence during my formative years, listening to him talk. He was always teaching, regularly imparting his keen observations about nature and humanity, and the human's place in the universe. One of the standout themes I took from him at my young age is encapsulated in this quote of his. 99.9% of all that is now transpiring in human activity and interactions with nature is taking place within the realms of reality, which are utterly invisible, inaudible, unsmellable, and untouchable. Bucky would demonstrate the story this way. If the spectrum of what is influencing our thoughts, our behaviors, our perceptions is this long, that which we can pick up with our senses and with our most sophisticated technologies is only this long. So all the rest of this that is influencing us at any given moment is invisible and unconscious to us. I remember experiencing intense curiosity. I desperately wanted to know how all of these invisible dimensions worked in me and in all of us. At the age of 24, my inquiries led me to a spiritual teacher. She directed all of her students to write down our nightly dreams. With her, we studied all of the world's religions and learned that dreams are held sacred in every one of them. I then became a minister and later decided to earn a doctorate in depth psychology. I wanted to take up this study because of Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud's interest in dreams. All through my mystical and doctoral studies, I was investigating what is in that other 99.9% of invisible influences that Bucky spoke about. Dreams stood out as constant in my quest for answers. I have also studied intensely the ways of knowing and being of Indigenous persons the world over. Here again, work with dreams is central. Indigenous people hold sacred the importance of dreams to guide not only individuals, but also the entire community. Many lineages start each day listening to the dreams of their people, and with that information, they direct their lives. All of our long ago ancestors knew these sacred ways. It seems that no matter where I turned, the study of dreams was there to meet me. For decades, they have been my constant companions, and now I am able to share with you some of what I have learned. I am excited to tell you more about so many ways to enjoy the adventure of activating and working with your dreams. The next segments of this series will explore a broad variety of how to understand and work with them. For now, let me offer you some techniques for beginning the work with your dreams. Acquire a nice journal book that can be used exclusively as your dream journal. Place a small tablet of paper with a pen or pencil next to your bed. Before you go to sleep, make an intention to remember your dreams. If you awaken with a dream in the night, scribble a note about it on the pad. You can learn to do this even in the dark so as not to wake yourself up. Or there are even pens with lights in them that you can use. When you wake up in the morning, lay still while you turn your attention back to where you have just been, rather than forward to what you're going to do next. Make clear mental notes about anything that you can recall from your dreams, even if it is just a tiny sensation or detail. Make brief notes on your pad about what you remember. After you're up, as early in the day as you can, write out the narrative of your dream in your dream journal. Don't leave out any details. Each of them may be a clue to the meaning of your dream. Write your dreams in present tense, not "I was in a restaurant," but "I am in a restaurant." And then consider as you go about your day why your psyche gave you this particular dream on this particular day. What does each person or thing symbolize to you? Why is the dream meaningful to you currently? You can always assume that it is coming to you for a timely reason. Let the dreaming mind speak to your waking mind as you can. Dreams are almost always symbolic and metaphoric. It can be quite problematic and misleading if you take them literally. And don't get frustrated if you rarely remember a nighttime dream. Just keep gently nudging yourself so you begin to remember. It will take practice. Have fun with this. Tune into the next sessions for more information about how to listen to your dreams. I'm Tayria Ward. As you learn the language of your dreams, let me be a guide. And sweet dreams.